Holy shit, you guys are in for a fucking doozy today. Frozen 2 kinda felt like babysitting an annoying 4-year-old and their defiant 8-year-old sibling for a few days throughout the week, because I actually couldn't get through this movie in one sitting. Every 15 minutes I would either get annoyed or bored, turn it off, and prioritize other projects. But I really wanted to review it because from the spoilers I saw online, I knew I would have a lot to say about it. Because oh my fucking god, this movie is awful. Yes, the animation is good. It's Disney. Of course the animation is good. So good that that's what most will remember after watching it. No, it's not as bad as Cars 2, The Good Dinosaur, or Chicken fucking Little. But that's a low bar we're setting here. Is it the worst movie ever? Of course not. But given the standard that Disney has set with its past animated films, this is one of their most misguided and clumsy narrative attempts. And I cannot believe its stupidity went over so many. Yes, I can. I can fully believe people loved it regardless of its crap writing. These are kids and Disnoids we're talking about. But I won't stand for this bullshit any longer. I can never stop Disney from churning out as much crap as they will, but I can at the very least yell at them for it. Now, I don't hold the first movie in any high regard, mind you. It's a decent fairy tale, but the second half really drags compared to the much more engaging first half. I actually like most of the music despite it being overplayed to shit, but I was never wowed by this movie like many others. It's a harmless, crowd-pleasing Disney movie, and Tangled is better. But after watching this piece of shit, I appreciate the first Frozen so much more. It makes it look like the fucking Lion King in comparison. So strap in, cause this is gonna get really fucking stupid. We start off our story with Anna and Elsa as kids. Their father, King Agnar, tells them an exposition bedtime backstory about some shit that went down long ago. You see, back when Agnar was a teenager, he, his father, and their soldiers made a peace offering in the form of a dam to a tribe of people called the Northuldra, who live opposite of Arendelle. They reside in the Enchanted Forest, a place where the 4 elements reign supreme. So they all enjoy a friendly little get-together. But while Agnar was distracted, oh no, a war breaks out, and the Northuldran people started attacking? Oh, dearie, dearest me, that's horrible. I'm sure there's not 2 sides to this story. We'll find out later. So the Enchanted Forest gets all pissed off because war, so it uses the elements to seal itself off with a colossal mist to keep the whiteys out. But Agnar was rescued by an unknown entity. Keep that in mind, I'm not done with it yet. Then their mother, Queen Iduna, sings them a lullaby, telling the story of a magical place called Otahallan, the sacred ice fortress of the 4 elements.
Where the north wind meets the sea, there's a mother full of memory.
But despite the insane amount of exposition and obvious foreshadowing this prologue has, it's actually a nice song. However, the music overall in this movie is nowhere near as good as the first, but there are some outliers that stand out as memorable melodies. I'll go into more detail on that later. Cut to present day, 3 years after the first movie's events. Elsa is hearing a mysterious tune in the wind, Anna and Olaf are doing absolutely nothing of value, and Kristoff wants to propose to Anna, but he's really nervous. I will spare you of some of the forced and contrived scenes of Kristoff flubbing his proposal and Anna getting needlessly petty because it is actual cancer when it happens. This is one of the laziest plot devices in Disney history and in writing in general. It's absolutely humiliating that studio writers still rely on it to this day. It has the same depth and weight as a Full House episode. Please hire better writers. So anyway, Anna starts singing about how some things never change. And yeah, this song is, yeah, like, you know, whatever. It's not terrible, it's just another generic everything is okay in Okayville intro song to an animated movie, and I expect more from Disney, honestly. So after that song, Anna and Elsa have some very friendly girl time, but after Anna goes to sleep, Elsa continues to hear that singing voice in the wind. This leads to the next song in the movie, Into the Unknown.
Into the unknown. Into the unknown. Into the unknown.
I don't like this song. I'm not a fan of the obnoxious, shouty chorus and its bland Disney princess yearning for more out of her life kind of lyrics. Despite Idina Menzel absolutely killing it in this movie, this first Elsa song of the film is very annoying and underwhelming, even though it's trying to be all showy and Broadway-esque. And that's a criticism that can be applied to most of the film, honestly. It's obviously trying to top itself with these bombastic musical numbers, making the animators break their wrists doing so, but it comes off as the film overcompensating for its lack of narrative engagement. Again, more on that later. But going back to Into the Unknown, let's contrast the first few songs in the first movie. Frozen Heart, Do You Want to Build a Snowman, and First Time in Forever are three very good songs in a row that cover a similar runtime as the first three songs in Frozen 2. But out of Some Things Never Change, Into the Unknown, and that lullaby, All Is Found, the lullaby is the best song so far, at least for me. The music critiques in this review will be mainly subjective since I'm not a music aficionado. So as Elsa finishes the song, a swarm of hovering crystals covers the entirety of Arendelle. A very satisfying and striking visual. But this causes the elements in the area to act harsh and dangerous, thus forcing the denizens of Arendelle out of their kingdom and into the mountains above. Around this time, Elsa reveals to Anna that she has awakened the enchanted forest, and whatever is angering the spirits within must be subdued to restore peace to the kingdom. So Elsa, Anna, Kristoff, and Shitstain the Snowman go on a journey to the enchanted forest. All the while, Olaf makes a bunch of cringe-inducing attempts at comedy.
Did you know men are 6 times more likely to be struck by lightning? Did you know gorillas burp when they're happy? Did you know we blink 4 million times a day? Did you know wombats poop squares?
You know what was nice about Olaf in the first movie? Not much, honestly, but at least his humor was nowhere near as in-your-face and loud as it is here.
I don't even know it's Samantha.
In fact, in the first movie, he actually whispered a lot of his jokes, as if to contrast how a lot of comic relief side characters are the loudest and most obnoxious. But here, he's just that, and coupled with the fact that we have to suffer through Kristoff and Anna's pathetic excuse for a subplot, just adds to the irritation. This is why I kept turning off the movie, by the way. I honestly can't stand shit like this. It's horrible writing, if I can actually qualify this as writing. Disney can't keep getting away with this shit, but they have and they will. Oh, and I should mention that Olaf has this stupid theory that he talks about throughout the movie, mostly the first act, but okay, are you ready for this? Okay, water has memory. Yeah, water just remembers stuff. Moana confirmed in the Frozen cinematic universe.
Did you know that water has memory? True fact. It's disputed by many, but it's true.
I wonder if this water memory plot device will come into play later. So soon enough, they make their way to that colossal mist that can only be opened up by Elsa's magic. But after they enter, they can't seem to escape. The mist keeps pushing them back into the forest. They do some searching around to see if they can locate that riff in the wind. On their search, Anna and Kristoff come across across the dam from the prologue. Kristoff explains that if any damage were to happen to it, it would flood all of Arendelle. Well, thankfully that'll never happen. But Olaf gets separated from the group. There he...
This will all make sense when
Oh my fucking god! Yeah, no, I don't think so. Fast forward. So after Olaf assaults your ears with his fucking horrendous song, Elsa, Anna, Kristoff meet up again with Olaf, but the wind spirit gets mad that the whiteys are back. So the wind spirit takes Elsa and the rest for a ride in a tornado. But Elsa stops it with her ice powers, leaving behind mysterious ice sculptures. Elsa comments on this, saying they look like moments in time. How is this possible? Well, if we are to believe that whole water has memory plot device, I'm sure the film is saying that the memory in the water in Elsa's ice powers created them. From a fantasy standpoint, I can actually buy the fact that the element of water's memory outlasts the person who wields the element of water, so the film gets a pass on this. But this isn't the last time this plot device will be used. They then run into the tribe of Northuldran people we saw in the movie's prologue, as well as the Arendelle soldiers who have been trapped in here for years. More on that later, don't worry. Elsa uses her ice magic to stop the incoming attacks, rendering everyone in a state of shock and awe. But before Elsa can explain anything, Olaf takes this opportunity to bombard the audience with a minute and a half recap of the first goddamn movie, only to summarize the first 20 minutes of this movie in a few seconds. Yes, it's played for laughs. It's a joke, I know, but you notice how I'm not laughing? You notice how I'm rather fucking frustrated at the moment? Yeah, that's cause this isn't fucking funny. I fucking hate this goddamn character. He sucks. He's awful. He's not charming, endearing, funny, nothing. He's shit. Literal white shit. Just a notch above the fucking minions. I hope you die. So after that bullshit, Elsa explains that she is searching for someone, a voice, and it led her here. The tribe matriarch said, "Oh shit, there's a fire! Oh shit, fucking penis! Fire! Fire! There's a fire, everybody run! Oh my god! Ah, fire! Fire!" Jesus fucking Lord movie, you are just so lazy. Can't think of a natural scene transition? Just set the fucker on fire. But it turns out that the fire was started by a salamander that can change its primary element based on the temperatures around him. So when he hops on Elsa's hand, he turns into a snow salamander. How adorable. Well, fucking hooray! Now Elsa has a discount Pascal, and she also tamed the nature. Anna and Elsa then arrange a truce between the Northuldra and the Arendelle soldiers when they find out from the ice sculptures from earlier that their mother was a Northuldra-born child who saved Agnar as a kid during the war from a long time ago. Remember that? From the prologue? Agnar was saved by we didn't know what at the time, but it was their mother as a child, who's Northuldran. She called the wind spirit to whisk them to safety. So you're telling me that Iduna, as a child, saw this random-ass posh kid in the middle of a war with the elements going apeshit, and instead of getting the fuck out of there like a normal kid would, she just fucking decides to save that guy? Why? Cause he's also a kid? Cause star-crossed lovers? We don't get any development from the two in their youth at all. Yes, there was a deleted scene with the two as kids, but yeah, not in the movie. Doesn't count. And even so, it's barely development. They just run around for a bit. There's nothing meaningful at all. It's more of a fucking demo reel of Disney's Wind FX animation, honestly. But hold on. If the enchanted forest was sealed off with a mist, how then, you might ask, did Iduna become Queen of Arendelle? Well, it turns out she stowed away with Agnar. She ran off. Iduna willfully abandoned her own family, her tribe, while they were at war in favor of this blonde kid she hadn't even spoken to yet. Who wrote this? I'm sure there's some fucking wiki article out there or a book or some fucking thing that explains more of their relationship in detail. But if a movie has to rely on outside sources of media to make the story make sense, a la Prometheus and Rise of Skywalker, then that's not good writing. I'm going by the information the movie gives me, and as far as I know, Iduna risked everything to save some kid she had never met until now. Wait, why would the wind spirit help Iduna save one of the Arendellians? Why would it help her escape her home? I thought the elements were going feral and causing a shitstorm. What, they just let Iduna fucking leave? What the fuck? But anyway, because of this sudden truce, they all have a friendly little get-together. Anna talks with Destin Matthias, about how he's been trapped in this forest with his soldiers for years. He had a really nice moment earlier when he was told Agnar died while the sisters were still children. So obviously this guy has some serious trauma after being here for a good chunk of his life. Ha, no, he's like, yeah, it sucks, but like, you know, we got the dam. It's all good.
He'd say, be prepared. Just when you think you found your way, life will throw you onto a new path.
Wow, I'm so glad you're barely affected by this. It makes getting through the story a lot faster, doesn't it? Jesus Christ. Then Kristoff wanders off with some fucking guy who says he can help with his proposal. I wonder if this will be used to make Kristoff disappear from Anna and make her superficially mad at him. Meanwhile, Elsa learns from the Northaldrin, more specifically Honeymarin, that among the four elements, legend tells of a fifth element, a bridge between the humans and the spirits. Gee, I fucking wonder who that could possibly be. You know, Disney, I don't think it'll kill you to be a little less on the nose and unpredictable with your storytelling. So, wouldn't you know it, Anna finds out Kristoff left and gets mad at him without seeking any answers as to why. Writing! So Anna, Olaf, and Elsa continue their journey. God, this script is so barren. There's no substance. It's either exposition, forced narrative pulls, or filler. It just casually meanders in every scene, and when the plot needs to get moving again, either a character makes a dumb decision, or a third-party force shows up to further the plot. We then get more time with Kristoff flubbing his proposal. Again. He's really sad and
Feel what you feel, and those feelings are real.
yeah, I'm not dealing with this. I know a lot of you like this song, but I don't. Sorry. Besides, it seems like the makers of this movie just see Kristoff and his very real dilemma of being neglected by his girlfriend as a joke. So why should I take it seriously? Anyway, on their journey, Elsa... I will fucking massacre you, you useless waste of life!
Shut up, shut up, shut up! Jesus Christ, man, what the hell is wrong with you? Please, just shut up!
I agree. She's a little pitchy.
Fuck!
Great celestial bloody fucking lord, cease your life! So they come across a shipwreck washed up on shore. They suspect it's their parents' ship from long ago, but inspect it anyway to hopefully disprove it. They go inside to find a map that leads to Holland, the fortress of the elements their mother told them about. This leads to Elsa fearing that this was in fact the ship their parents died on. To confirm it, she manipulates the water in the ship, utilizing that good old water memory plot device again, to shape an image of their parents embracing each other before their death. The visuals on display here are nothing short of amazing, but it's hard for me to be engaged when the story so far has been fairly inconsistent and annoying. Elsa is greatly distressed by recreating her parents' demise. She rushes out of the shipwreck as Anna and Olaf follow closely behind. Anna tries to comfort her, but Elsa says says that she has to continue this journey on her own. In order to get to Atahallan, she has to cross the Dark Sea as the map dictates. Her powers could be useful to help her traverse it, but Anna might not make it. Anna, of course, refuses this idea, but Elsa tricks the two into an ice sled and sends them down a fucking hill so she can go alone. Holy shit, Elsa, what the fuck? You just pushed your sister and friend down a rocky-ass hill into a forest with no regard for their physical safety. You're worried that Anna won't survive the ocean, but hurling her down a big-ass hill into a river, yeah, no, she's fine. So Anna and Olaf are rightfully pissed at Elsa, but it looks like they'll have to continue their journey alone. So we are then treated to that scene from the trailer, and just like the trailer, it's a pretty good scene. But what makes it better is when the Guardian of the Dark Sea, the Nock, starts to violently attack Elsa, keeping her from Atahallan, and even tries to drown her. This fight sequence is actually pretty awesome, not gonna lie. The animation is incredibly creative, and despite there being no tension because we know she'll obviously make it, there's legitimate appeal because Elsa is fighting a goddamn water horse in a harsh storm in the middle of the sea. At least it's fucking something. Soon enough, though, she manages to tame the beast with an ice harness and makes her way to Atahallan. This leads to the big powerhouse song of the movie, Show Yourself. Now, admittedly, I was impartial to this song at first, but since then, it's honestly really grown on me. It's much more mature in contrast to Let It Go, and like I said before, Idina Menzel is fucking owning every second of this performance. She has some powerful fucking vocal cords, what can I say? I especially love this part with Evan Rachel Wood as Iduna. I legitimately got goosebumps from the animation and the music. I'd love to show you the music, but this song is for sure gonna get me copyrighted, and Disney already keeps cucking me, so I don't know, I like it, some don't, and I get that. Moving on. So through this song we learn that the tune Elsa heard in the wind was Iduna's voice as a child, and it led her here to find her destiny. We also learn that Elsa is obviously the fifth element, the bridge between humans and spirits, the avatar, the Jesus, the important one. Wait, so the fifth element is just solid state water? What the fuck? Yeah, ice is still water, guys. Just because it's frozen doesn't make it a new element. Are you actually stupid? Also, movie, do you want to explain exactly how or why Elsa was just born with these ice powers? And don't tell me it's because her mother is Northaldrin. The movie explicitly states that Northaldrin are not magic. They just took advantage of the forest magic. And if you say Disney magic, no, I don't accept that anymore. Disney should no longer have a get out of plot hole free card to excuse their lazy writing. I'm fine with her just being magic, no questions asked, but the movie is all about giving these answers to the past and explaining everything in the universe and expositing as much as possible, so why not fill in that detail? Have I mentioned this movie sucks? The fifth element is ice. Give me a fucking break. Oh, this fucking movie, I can't fucking deal with this goddamn fucking movie any longer. So after that, Elsa creates a room of frosted memories simulations, including callbacks. But then Elsa comes across the snow memory figure of her grandfather, who is revealed to be a massive dick. She then learns that the dam was built as a ruse to, I guess, somehow damage the Northaldra's resources? Because of King Runad's hatred of the tribe's connection with the forest's magic. Okay. But oh, hey, look at that. It turns out there was more than one side to this story after all. Who would have fucking guessed it? Not me. I'm a fucking idiot. She keeps following the memories down to the, central dogma of the glacier, I guess, where she finds out that her grandfather was, what? Responsible for the murder of all the Northaldrin people back in the war, the thing? Back, he killed the people? I didn't know he did that. Holy shit. What a challenging and brilliant plot twist! How inspiring of Disney to take such a brave, dramatic turn! Fuck me up the ass! I did not see that coming! Wait, hold on. So Runard built the dam to damage the magic of the forest or reduce the resources because he wanted to incorporate the Northaldrin into the kingdom because he hated that they used the magic of the forest. But when they showed just the slightest bit of concern for the dam and how it was somehow ruining their forest, he just fucking killed them? What even is this rationale? Like, I get he's a corrupt king, but this motivation is really flimsy. What the fuck? So, yeah, that was the incredibly thought out plot twist. But I assure you, that is nothing compared to what's gonna happen next. Because here's where the movie starts to get really fucking stupid. So I guess since Elsa found out the dark past, the fortress freezes her to death. Yeah. Elsa freezes to death. Isn't she, like, I don't know, supposed to be immune to that? But why would the fortress try to kill her? Wasn't she the one who was supposed to restore balance, to bring harmony to all the elements? What, was she not supposed to find out about the past? Well, then how could she properly fix things if she didn't know what happened? What is this logic? Are the spirits just so mad at her grandfather that they're just like, no, fuck you, you don't get to restore balance. We changed our minds, die. What the fuck is happening to the script? But before she completely freezes, she sends an ice message that somehow manages to make its way all the way back to Anna and Olaf. Okay, how the fuck? Yes, I know the whole water has memory thing in this universe. I'm not questioning that. I'm questioning the convenience of Elsa's ice magic being able to find Anna and Olaf after Elsa fucking yeeted them down a hill in the middle of God knows where. I guess the water memory also remembered what Anna and Olaf looked like and knew to travel all the way across however far Atta Holland is, all the way to them to inform them of her grandfather. The script, it's fucking falling apart. So Anna draws every possible and necessary conclusion she needs to draw from this ice statue. Grandfather was a murderer, the dam was a lie, Thanksgiving is about killing Indians, the whole shebang. Wow, for a character that's been really idiotic and shallow towards her boyfriend this whole movie, she sure is fucking smart when the script needs her to be. But then, because Elsa is dead, the movie decides to rip off Infinity War with Olaf fading away. Cause his life force is connected to Elsa, I guess, which Anna also manages to figure out. I want to be more angry, but the idea of Olaf dying gives me too much joy to be angry. So I guess I'll let this one slide, even though he'll obviously be back by the end. So Anna spends the next few hours or so holding Olaf as he fucking dies, and the movie is really trying to make me give a shit when I could not be more happy that he's dying. Bitch. This leads to the final song of the movie, The Next Right Thing. And I don't like it. Again, this is purely subjective, but I was never really a fan of this Les Miserables style of cry singing. It can be done well, but if done poorly, it sounds way too overdramatic for my taste. Especially this part.
Hello, darkness. I'm ready to succumb.
Like, come on, that's so overkill. But unicorn, you may say. She lost her best friend and sister, and found out her grandfather was a white supremacist, and Kristen Bell is obviously trying her best to deliver a heartfelt performance. Yeah, true, and that doesn't change how I feel about it. It's still drenched in overbearing melodrama and is incredibly sappy. Also, I love how Anna and the writers have basically forgotten about Kristoff. Yeah, like, you know, fuck him. He's just a guy. He's hopelessly lost out there doing God knows what, but hey, fucking whatever. But tell me, Anna, what is the next right thing to do? Well, as it turns out, the next right thing is to destroy the dam. Wait, what? Anna, it was clearly established earlier that if the dam was destroyed, all of Arendelle goes with it. Like, you do remember that, right? Kristoff fucking told you that!
Wake up!
Anna, what the fuck? Anna, what are you doing? You can't be serious! You're going to destroy Arendelle!
That's right! Keep coming!
Okay, holy shit, Anna has fucking snapped! She's gonna commit an act of terrorism and destroy her whole fucking kingdom. What in the fuck is happening right now? Please tell me this isn't actually what the plan is! Anna, you fucking lost it! But then, Kristoff, from wherever the fuck he is, hears Anna's screams and miraculously rescues her before the rock giants can kill her. What the bloody fucking fuck? These plot conveniences are fucking ridiculous. Also, Anna, aren't you supposed to be angry at him? Oh, I don't care. But yeah, without any knowledge of what's going on, Kristoff just immediately accepts what's happening and doesn't question Anna's psychopathic motives. Can something please make sense? Please? Oh, thank God, Destin and the soldiers are back. Dude, can you please slap some sense into this murderous maniac? So Anna says the dam must fall, cause it's the only way to free the forest. How do you fucking know that? Destin says that they have sworn to protect Arendelle at all costs. Anna says that Runard betrayed everyone. Destin asks, how do you fucking know that? And Anna fucking says, my sister died for the truth. No, Destin, that's not a reason. You don't have anywhere near enough context or rationale to— holy shit! Holy fucking shit, no! Why is everyone insane? Destin, you have protected this dam for years, decades, and you're just gonna let this crazy bitch destroy everything based on some vague-ass statement? Have you all lost it?
Oh, but Unicorn, she's the princess. They have to—
No! She offered no other information other than my sister died for the truth. That is not a reason. Fuck you! I don't accept this bullshit. This is ridiculous! Oh my God, what the fuck? No! Anna, do you have any idea what you've done? Your home and the home of all your loyal subjects who are still up in those mountains, mind you, will be submerged underwater forever! What the fuck? My brain cannot handle this magnitude of stupidity! Alright, so the dam is destroyed, and a massive flood starts making its way to Arendelle. Holy shit! Anna is a raging psychotic. This is insane! I feel like I'm going crazy. Am I missing something here? Am I just— But then, as if this couldn't get any more bonkers, since the dam is destroyed, that causes the supposed curse to break, and Elsa is freed from her frozen prison. Of course. But then she falls through the floor, falls in the water, is rescued by the knock, and somehow makes it all the way back to Arendelle through the flood. How the fuck? I thought Otto Holland was miles and miles away. How did she get back to Arendelle that fucking fast? Was she underwater the whole time? How the fuck can she hold her breath that long? Let's check that map again. Yeah, no, this is impossible. The movie has given up. And then she creates a giant ice shield that stops the tidal wave from destroying Arendelle. Where do I fucking begin with this? How did Elsa know the dam broke? How did she know to head back to Arendelle right as soon as she was freed to stop the flood? There was no way in fucking hell she could have possibly known about any of the shit Anna did. She was dead for 15 whole fucking minutes. Did Elsa just assume Anna would go nuts and try to destroy Arendelle based on the fucking ice statue? There was no way Anna could have known Elsa would have been revived and this ice shield shit it would have transpired. And there is no way Elsa could have known about the dam breaking. There is no way. The script is fucking broken. It is broken beyond repair. This is inexcusable fucking writing. I can't. Anna is a traitor. The Arendelle soldiers are traitors. They tried to destroy their home. Elsa is OP. The plot armor is fucking impenetrable. This story is insane. My brain is fucking imploding. Okay, I'm wrapping this up. I don't care. I can't take this anymore. So Anna and Elsa are reunited. Olaf comes back to life because of course he does. Kristoff proposes to Anna like it was that simple all along. Anna becomes queen of Arendelle, and Elsa abandons her sister to stay with the North Aldrin people as a separate faction of Arendelle so she can go to her Fortress of Solitude whenever she wants. And we are done. Jesus fucking Christmas! No, never again! That was fucking deplorable! Do I even need to explain why this is bad? I think the movie did a good enough job on its own. The plot inconsistencies and conveniences make up the majority of the script, the songs aren't as good, whenever the story isn't being insane, it's boring beyond sin, the animation is incredible but not enough to save this travesty of a narrative, and it betrays the characters in ways that make Incredibles 2 and Toy Story 4 look like dignified masterpieces. This has completely demolished any hope I had for this franchise moving forward, and the fact that we'll inevitably get a third movie or a fucking animated series of this broken universe makes my life hurt. I hate that no matter what crap Disney pumps out, they never have a detrimental financial flop. Nothing to give them the severe kick in the ass they need to start making great stories again. 'Cause this story is fucking terrible. These plot holes are undeniable, indefensible, and irrefutable. If I had to find one thing I actually liked about it, it would of course be Idina Menzel as Elsa. The character writing was pretty ass, but she was the only thing I wasn't infuriated by. Incredible singing aside, I very much engage with her acting performance. Idina naturally slips into this role and brings her A game no matter what. Otherwise, this movie was a total disaster. Like it all you want. There is nothing wrong with liking this movie. There's nothing wrong with liking any movie. If you liked Frozen 2, good for you. You're not a penis. You can still do great things with your face. You can like whatever the hell you want, but this movie is a bloody fucking mess. Frozen 2 is awful.